this is Surabhi, your master teacher of chemistry at Vedantu. Welcome to the Sprint Ion series. So, this is the 7th session of the series, and today we will be discussing some important questions of the chapter Carbon and its Compounds. I know most of you like it, but few of you find it difficult. So, let's solve some important questions so that you will know how to approach these kind of questions and you can score full marks. Ready? So what are the topics that we will be discussing? Covalent bonding in compounds, nature of carbon, hydrocarbons, homologous seals. So as you all know, 70% of this chapter has been deleted. Nomenclature or ethanol, ethanoic acid, its properties, synthesis, uses. This is the whole schedule. We are already here, people. We are done. Chemical reactions, equations, acids, bases and salts, metals and non-metals. We are already in the 4th chapter. Yeah, one more chapter and we are done with Sprint Ion. So you all have been watching the series, right? Yes. So the next session will be on 26th. That is tomorrow. If you are here for the first time, do not forget to subscribe to the channel so that you can watch these amazing sessions related to chemistry and gain your knowledge and score full marks as well. Hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and do not forget to click on the bell icon so that whenever I'm live, you will be notified. Chalo. Dreams is not what you see in sleep, is the thing which doesn't let you sleep. So this is one of the famous quotes, right? But sometimes in chemistry what has happened is when people have slept and they have dreamt about these things like the structure of benzene or the periodic table. So it is up to you what you want to achieve and what are your dreams, how do you want to work towards it. It's your call, people. Okay, so the first question is, pentane has the molecular formula C5H12. Okay, we know that. It has. So this is 1 marker question hai, 2-3 minutes milega, but sprint time we will be solving it within a minute. Ready? Okay. So pentane has the molecular formula C5H12. See, first people, I have already taught you the trick. So hydrogen 12 honge, so there will be 12 CH bonds. Done. Right? And you have 5 carbon atoms, so it will be 5 minus 1, there will be 4 CC bonds. So 12 plus 4 hoga 16. You want to check it, write the structure and then count it. The answer will be same. Let me just show it to you. CH3, CH2, 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 CH3 is the molecule. Okay? I have not written the structure plus, but you all know. So if I am writing H, that means there has to be bond between carbon and hydrogen. 3, 2, 5, 5, 9, 12. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 carbon atoms, but how many bonds are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So option C will be the right answer. Yay, are we right? Bingo, very good. Second question. Which of the following statements are usually correct for carbon compounds? These, option 1 is, are good conductors of electricity, are poor conductors of electricity, have strong force of attraction between their molecules, do not have strong force of attraction between their molecules. Okay, so why is this attraction between attraction? So do not have strong force of attraction between their molecules, so that should be the answer. See, one thing we know, carbon compounds are covalent compounds, right? So what are the properties of covalent compounds? We have differentiated between ionic and covalent bonding, right? Already done it. Yes. So we all know covalent compounds are, their force of attraction between the molecules will be less, right? They do not have strong force of attraction, because it is only sharing of electrons, right? So compared to the electrostatic force of attraction between the ions and ionic compounds, this will be less. So they do not have strong force of attraction between the molecules. And one more thing, when it comes to conductivity, they do not have free electrons, or ions is also not there. How do you expect them to conduct electricity? So generally covalent compounds, that is carbon compounds, so they are poor conductors of electricity. So which will be the right answer? 2 and 4 it has to be. Option D. Lock karo, pakka? You also gave the same answer? Check. Yo, okay, let's see. What's the explanation? Carbon having 4 valence electrons form 4 covalent bonds. Yes, it is tetravalent, which exhibits less intermolecular force of attraction and do not have free electrons. So carbon compounds are poor conductors of electricity. So option D will be the right answer. Yay! So how many minutes did we take? Less than a minute, no? You're all solving it with me, right? I will be there in the session. I'll come, I'll check who is typing the answer or who is just saying hi, what's up, hi. Question number 3. Which among the following are unsaturated hydrocarbon? Come on. So they have given you the structure. All you have to do is look for double and triple bond. First, 1, 2, 3. All are single bonds. No. Second, I see a double bond here. Do you see it too? Very good. So this is basically butene. It is an unsaturated hydrocarbon. So here, no, it's not. And I see a double bond here. So 2 and 4 must be the answer. Where is 2 and 4? Option C is the right answer, people. I'm sure. Right? So see, a difference between saturated and unsaturated is, I'm sure you all must know that, but still let me just explain it to you again. So saturated hydrocarbons mein you do not find any multiple bonds, double or triple bond nahi honge, whereas in unsaturated there will be at least one double or triple bond. So here I see double bond and here also. So option 2 and 4 must be the right answer. Yay, come on, give me a high five. Good. Next is question number 4. Which of the following does not belong to the same homologous series? So homologous series mein, if there are compounds, then they can be represented by a same general formula. Okay, CH4, C2H6, C3H8, C4H8. Okay, CnH2n plus 2. ये तो alkane का है. So CH4 yes, C2H6 2 to the 4 plus 2 C2H6 done. C3H8 let's just try 2 into 3 plus 2 C3H8 होगा जी. Now last one is C4H8. So C4H2 into N plus 2 होगा. This will be 4 C4H10. So C4H8, it belongs to alkene homologous series CnH2n, right? So option D will be the right answer. So whenever they ask you these kind of questions, do they belong to the same homologous series and all that, just write down their general formula. Okay, and try to substitute it. If it's not working, then obviously it's the odd one out. So question number 5 is, write the formula and draw electron dot structure of carbon tetrachloride. Okay, first they have asked us to write the formula. So this is for 2 marks. So you have 3 to 4 minutes, but here we will be trying to solve within 2 minutes. Ready? Okay. So what is the formula of carbon tetrachloride? CCl4. Okay, if you don't know, carbon C hai and tetrachloride it is. Tetrachloride. Tetra means 4. So 4 chloride ions will be there. CCl4 is the formula. But they have asked us to write the electron dot structure. So how will you write? So first I'll write the 4 valence electrons of carbon, and then I'll write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Cl 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 है ना. Cl के पास there are 7 valence electrons, so you need to write 4 such chlorine atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, one more here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now what you have to do, you need to show the overlapping. See, that means there is sharing of electrons between carbon, and let me use a different pen so that you can see it properly. I'm using red to show the overlapping. Can you all see it? So if you count the number of electrons, so both carbon and all the chlorine atoms, they have 8 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is what is the electron dot structure of carbon tetrachloride. Of course, you can write it more neatly. Pardon me. The molecular formula of carbon tetrachloride is CCl4. Yes, so we know that. And the electron dot structure. Or sometimes what they do is to the way they write the electrons for different molecules, it might be different. Here they have used X, but I always use dot even for the electrons belonging to the different molecules also, because I'm used to it. If you want, you can use star or X, kuch bhi, okay, whichever you are comfortable with. Want to join us, gain 100% knowledge and score 100% marks? Yes, so there's this very nice opportunity. So go visit the link given in the description and in the pinned comment. So once you're a pro subscriber, you can attend unlimited live classes, yeah, with lots of fun and lots of quizzes. So here you'll be like, ma'am, mint. But there you don't even have to ask. After like every 15 minutes, there will be a quiz and you will be competing with the students all over the world. You heard it right. And even when you're watching the replay also, you can still play the quiz and be on the leaderboard. You will get to download the premium notes of handwritten notes of master teachers, and tests will be conducted regularly. Assignments will be shared with you. We have class teachers and master teacher, because here sometimes, ma'am, you're not answering my doubt, ma'am, suno na. But that doesn't happen there, because we have class teachers and a master teacher who will make sure that all of your doubts are being resolved. Along with that, these are completely free micro courses and crash courses. Only if you have this pro subscription, then you can enroll into any of these. If you want to start preparing for the boards, you need that revision, or you want to study a particular chapter, micro course, and for competitive exams also, we have every kind of course which will be absolutely free for you. Less is more. Yes, that is the more number of classes, less the price you need to pay. But for that, you need to use the coupon code SURPRO. So the link is available in the description and in the pinned comment as well. So go for it and take it. Yeah. The next question is, draw the electron dot structure of ethyne and also draw its structural formula. This is nice. Ethyne, people, ethyne it is. So you don't know anything, okay? You don't know what is ethyne. Then also you can still write its molecular formula. How? Eth means how many carbon atoms, G? 2 na? Yes, it is ine. That means there should be a triple bond between 2 carbon atoms. This is the only possibility, because you have only 2 carbon atoms. Okay, now I have written the carbon atoms and the bonding between them. But the valency of the carbon is not satisfied. So what I'll do? I'll add hydrogen. Always in any given carbon compound, if its valence is not satisfied, add hydrogen. That's how it is. Now we have the structural formula. We have written structural formula. All we have to do is write its electron dot structure. So let me write CC hoga 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So triple bond means 3 pair of electrons. Okay, and there is one H here and H here. So there will be sharing of electrons. Okay, one more. Yes. So triple bond C and H. So this is how the electron dot structure of ethyne molecules look like. Always make sure to show the overlapping of the orbitals. That is very, very, very important. Okay, done, G? Next question is, catenation is the ability of an atom to form bonds with other atoms of the same element. Yes, it is exhibited by both carbon and silicon. Compare the ability of the catenation of the 2 elements. Give reasons. Very good. So one thing is, when it comes to the bonds, stability is very important. The more stable the bond is, the less reactive the compound will be. What happens in case of silicon is, it forms the bonds with the other silicon atoms, and hydrogen also. Maximum 7 to 8 silicon atoms can be combined together and form a compound. After that, what happens? This bond, because of the larger atomic size, the bonds are not that strong. Okay, so as the bonds are not strong, so the compound will be reactive. That means they are not stable. But when it comes to carbon, because of its smaller atomic size, the distance between the nucleus and the shared pair of electrons is less. The nucleus can hold on to the shared pair of electrons strongly compared to the what happens in case of silicon and silicon. That is the reason no other elements exhibit the catenation to the extent that carbon does. Okay, so that will be the comparison. So silicon, even though it exhibits catenation, but the compounds formed are not stable. Question number 8. What are hydrocarbons? Give examples. Give the structural difference between saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbons with 2 examples each. Firstly, what are hydrocarbons? Hydro means hydrogen, carbon is carbon. So the compounds containing carbon and hydrogen only, they are called as hydrocarbons, right? We have so many alkane, alkenes, all kinds. कुछ भी methane दे दो, you can write propane, butene, anything, but make sure they contain only carbon and hydrogen. Next is give the structural difference between saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbons with 2 examples each. What is the structural difference? We are not talking about its chemical properties. It is the structural difference. So saturated hydrocarbons में होगा the carbon-carbon bonding is only single bond, है ना? But here in case of unsaturated hydrocarbons you will see at least one double or triple bond in a compound. So such compounds are unsaturated, whereas the carbon compounds containing only single bonds between carbon atoms, they are said to be saturated hydrocarbons. Then they want you to write 2 examples because this is for 3 marks. ठीक है, first question होगा 1 mark के लिए and the second will be for 2 marks. First is the difference and then 2 examples. You will get 1 mark. So saturated example, hydrocarbons का example होगा ethane, propane, and then for unsaturated you can write ethine or butene. But when you are writing the example, please be very, very careful. Okay, don't write ethene in case of saturated hydrocarbons. You are gonna lose marks. Don't expect half mark तो मिलेगा ना? No. Examples are very, very important. Okay. Question number 9. What is a homologous series? Explain with an example. Write 4 characteristics of homologous series. This is like a pakka question. Okay, homologous series and its characteristics, or identify this compound belongs to which homologous series, or pick the odd one out. At least 2 questions related to homologous series is pakka. So this is basically a 3 marks question. Okay, what is a homologous series? So it's a set of compounds having a different molecular formula, but it contains the same functional group. That is what is homologous series. Explain with an example. So what you can do is you can take 2 hydrocarbons belonging to the same homologous series. So I'll be taking ethane and propane here. Okay. So CH3, 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 CH2, CH3. So they want you to explain here. So homologous series say they contain the same functional group. So here in alkanes there are no functional groups. So what you can do is you can take any other ethanol or methanol. So CH3OH, C2H5OH. So they belong to the same homologous series, that is alcohol series, because they contain same functional group, but the molecular formula will be different. Now coming to the write 4 characteristics of homologous series. So the compounds of this series can be represented by the same general formula, and the next compound will differ by the CH2 unit, and the molecular mass difference will be 14 unit, and their chemical properties will be very much similar, but there is this gradual change in their physical properties. See, I told you 5, so you can write all the 5, to be on a safer side. So the members of the homologous series have same functional group. Yes, they can be represented by the same general formula. The members almost have the same chemical properties because of the presence of same functional group, and they have this common general method of preparation, or their physical properties are different. There will be gradual change because the physical properties is dependent on the mass, right? Whereas the chemical properties is dependent on the functional group present. So you have so many points, you can just write any 4 to 5. 5 लिख दो. Question number 10. State the reason why carbon can neither form C4 plus cations or C4 minus anions but forms covalent bonds. Okay. Also state reasons to explain why covalent compounds are bad conductors of electricity, have low melting and boiling point. Write the structural formula of benzene. Okay, so this is, you have A and B here. Okay, this is A, this is B. So this is for 3 marks. So iska hoga 1 mark, and here, so this is 1 mark, and these 2 points you will get half of mark. State the reason why carbon can neither form C4 plus or C4 minus. So we all know, so carbon ka valency hai 4, right? It has 4 valence electrons. So if it decides to lose 4 electrons, so removing 4 electrons from the valence shell requires a lot of energy. So this is not feasible. That is, formation of C4 plus is not feasible. Now coming to the C4 minus ion, where you are trying to add 4 more electrons to the valence shell. So here what happens is, this ion will become highly unstable, because you have 6 protons. You can't expect 6 protons to hold on to 10 electrons. So obviously that will become highly unstable. So for these reasons, carbon, it does not lose or gain electrons, but rather share the electrons between the other atoms or of other same element, that is carbon, and form covalent bonds. So इधर मिल गया आपको 1 mark. Next, also state reasons to explain why covalent compounds are bad conductors of electricity. So why are they bad conductors of electricity? Because they do not have free electrons, or they are not charged particles to conduct electricity, and they have low melting and boiling point. So of course covalent bonds are strong, okay, I accept, but not to that extent. So it is the intermolecular force of attraction between the molecules will be less, so you can supply less amount of heat energy and break the bonds. So that is the reason they have low melting and boiling point. Next question is, write the structural formula of benzene. People, benzene is a cyclic compound. Yes, you remember? So C, 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 C. ठीक है? H, 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 H. So alternative double bond. So this is the structural formula of benzene. So what's the answer? Carbon atoms have 4 electrons in their outermost shell, so need to lose or gain 4 electrons in order to attain the noble gas configuration. It could gain 4 electrons forming C4 minus anion, but it would be difficult for the nucleus with 6 protons to hold on to 10 electrons. It's not that easy. Okay, next is, it could lose 4 electrons and form C4 plus cation, but it would require a large amount of energy, so this is not feasible. So because of these reasons, carbon shares its valence electron and forms covalent compounds. The force of attraction between the molecules of a covalent compound is very weak, so small amount of heat energy is required to break these weak bonds. That is the reason they have low melting and boiling point. So the structure of benzene, I have showed it to you already. So this is what we discussed: covalent compounds and bonding, done. Nature of carbon, done. Hydrocarbons, done. And the homologous series. So homologous series is very, very important. So please pay some extra attention to that topic. And we are good to go, people. So this is the homework question. Write the differences in properties of graphite and diamond. So these are allotropes of carbon, right? Crystalline allotropes. So what are the differences in their properties? And please try to explain the property also. So current session, yes, done, carbon and its compounds, and previous session was related to metals and non-metals, which premiered yesterday, and tomorrow. So we will come back with periodic classification of elements part 1 at 8 PM. So do not forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and share this video with your friends also, and do the homework. If you want to take up the pro subscription, head to the link given in the description and in the pinned comment. Use the coupon code SURPRO for additional discount, and happy learning. Thank you so much. If you have any doubts, feel free to reach out to me at surabhi.r@vedantu.com. Take care till we meet again. Keep loving chemistry, elementary chemistry by Vedantu. Bye bye. Take care.